It's a wet, rainy day here at the Kenai Peninsula, and I'm spending the next 5 days exploring Alaska's rainforests and mountainous wilderness, fishing offshore for halibut and deepwater sea species, clamming mudflats, climbing to the tops of glaciers, camping overnight in grizzly bear territory, catching and cooking sockeye salmon, and having an epic adventure. So come along, this is gonna be fun. Okay.
Yeah, I think they just bring us.
How can we get that sank, bro? No way. Yeah.
It's cozy. Well, welcome to Anchorage, Alaska. That's the good stuff right here. $1 flies. I'm just gonna get a ton here. These are Russian River flies. Gonna be using these pretty much the whole time. Look at all these massive weights for deep sea fishing. 25 pounds. We might be using something like this for halibut this week. Holy, look at these giant halibut grubs. Here we go. Stack up while you can. Weighted trebles, I don't know. We might be using some of these. These are giant, dude. Yep. Got the goods.
I think this is the place we started.
Average view in Alaska right here. Insane. The tide is outgoing right now, so look at the current just ripping back out into the main ocean.
This is not that bad of a little spot.
No, it's not bad. Little camp spot.
I'm gonna set up as a rock, bro. How are you gonna get back to the Russian?
Put it down like this flat.
This is the entrance.
Tents are set up. Let's go fishing. Got some White River Fly Shop waders. Since my other fly rod broke in my trout video, I bought this new combo. It's by Perfect Hatch, and it should do for these salmon. Russian River fly, just gonna do a yellow and orange one to start with. All right, we're rigged up. I got my fly line down to 20-pound fluorocarbon with 3 split shots, 3 feet, and a Russian River fly. Ah, it's game time. We have a very high chance of seeing some bears this trip. They're here for the salmon though, not us. So many people here, ridiculous. We're starting here at the Russian River, which is really clear water dumping into the glacial river, which is the Kenai, and all the fish run up from the sea into the Kenai and then into the Russian, which is this right here. This is what competitive fishing looks like. Even though we're in the most remote state in the United States, there's still people shoulder to shoulder fishing the same river for the same fish with the same baits. The salmon are running all through here. I'm just trying to look around and see if I can see a group of them. These glasses make a huge difference, but the bottom of the river is a dark gray color and the salmon are a silver color, so you can barely see them swimming. I just saw one right here. Another one right there. These glasses are super helpful. There's more over there. I'm casting upstream, you let it fall down, past the salmon, back up. You don't have to reel or cast or anything. There's a rainbow trout right here, I think. I'm pretty sure there's a big rainbow trout right in front of me. I'm gonna drop you guys under there. There's a fish right in front of me. This guy's turning red a little bit at the end, at his tail. This is hard as heck to find fish. Last week was summer solstice and it's 9 p.m. right now, so it's not gonna get any darker than this. And legend has it, thousands of the salmon run up at night. So in the next coming hours is when most of these fish are gonna be running up the river. Just gotta keep in mind, this is when the bears come out too. What the heck? Fish up. Oh no, he's snagged. Yeah. Oh, it's 10:45 now, and look at this. I lost 4 of them. I think 1 was in the mouth and 3 were snagged and they all came off. Might fish a little bit longer and then head back to bed.
Where are those bags at? I'm gonna go back.
We're out of here. Found a bear.
This big tree
Oh yeah, black bear?
right behind there. Yeah.
Look at that. Live recording. I didn't see any big schools either.
This is not us.
Well, this is what it looks like at midnight in Alaska, and for our time, it's actually 2 a.m., so all of us are pretty tired. We're gonna see you guys bright and early in the morning.
There's gonna be a million people at every.
Well, it's a beautiful calm morning now. What a spot to wake up to in Alaska. We're gonna cook up some breakfast. I ate this when we filmed that brown trout video. This is really good. It's a bunch of potatoes and peppers and onions. Gonna have this for breakfast. Looks like the potatoes are done. I brought some seasoning, just some cilantro and Old Bay, which is originally for the salmon, but I'm gonna use it for this too. Not too shabby. All right, I'm gonna eat this in the car. We gotta get on the road. We got a good box. No. Alaska is literally a deciduous rainforest. The biome is awesome here. From the looks of it, a lot more fish have run up. We've seen a bunch of guys with stringers. This is looking good. They're right in front of us, Seth. There's fish right here. GoPro, start recording. Dude, I turned the camera the second I turned the camera off the second I hooked him. Yeah, I know, we're good. I don't know. We got one, boys. Frick. Oh my gosh. The hook was out. I don't know how he got hooked again. These are the sockeyes that we're going for. As you can see, this silverish color, these fish turn dark red and green heads with a couple months time in this river right here. So there we go. This is gonna be good eating. We've got three already this morning, and hopefully we can catch some more. We got 3 sockeyes now. We're gonna be eating good tonight. We're gonna get these guys filleted up. It's a bald eagle right up there. Since Seth is a guide for big boy charters in Wisconsin, he's goated at filleting these salmon here. So look at these perfect meat. Going to be delicious. We're going to cook these over the campfire tonight. Well, these are the eggs of a salmon. These are what they're swimming up. This is a female right here. I think the other 2 are males. You can eat these, I believe, but I don't know. We're not going to try them. Feed the seagulls with that one. This is the fish I caught. This is the fish that Seth caught. You can see the difference in the color. This one's been in the river longer, and it's an older female with that pinker meat. Not going to taste as good versus this delicious orange, vibrant red sockeye. Well, we're out of that spot. The combat fishing isn't really our type of style. We just needed some meat, so now we can eat tonight. We're headed way upriver to go find some remote fishing. So we got 1, 2, 3 bags of salmon so far. But we're waiting for Cody and Rob to come back to the car, so we're gonna cook up some breakfast brunch kind of things right now. I haven't tried this before, but this is chicken and dumplings, Mountain House, which is just dehydrated meals that we pour boiling water into. Always put water in before you turn it on.
Got it.
Let this sit for 5 minutes. Delicious. Well, we got a 2.3 mile hike ahead of us, so this might take a while.
It's like 11 o'clock.
This right here is lupine. It's a purple flower you will see all across Alaska. Look at this.
This is from a bear right here. Probably like a massive one too.
That's crazy.
Guys fishing right there.
This right here is a salmon ladder.
Oh my god.
There's tons of them. There's hundreds of sockeyes way over there. That's all fish, dude.
Oh, they're netting them. They're netting them. They're locals, I think.
We think there's natives down there just netting fish to keep. There's a ton of fish all along this. I don't know how these sockeye are able to survive this waterfall. These fish are insane. They're genetically able to remember exactly where they were born and swim back up to that exact spot to spawn. These fish are making their way up this entire waterfall. Got about 600 feet more to go. Look at this down tree. It's almost like hair. I'm not seeing any. Well, now we're remotely way out in the middle of the woods here, and there's a few fish, but they're few and far between. There's a super red one right here. It is really not easy to spot fish, but this is probably the most remote fishing I've ever done. Sus on. No! Like 2 casts later. Should really have some bear spray with me right now. Well, none of us have showered in days, and I don't know when the next time I'm gonna have a shower opportunity is, so I'm gonna go in right here and take a little ice bucket bath. I know for a fact this is gonna be absolutely, oh, it's freezing cold. Oh my gosh, this water is like 33 degrees. Look at this, a seagull where someone was eating a salmon right here. That's enough of that. Polar plunge out here. I feel electric now. And for some reason, all the mosquitoes that are out here just aren't biting me anymore. Pro tip, if you don't want any mosquito bugs on you, just hop in the river, rub some plants on your face, and become one with Alaska. Hey, bear. Well, as you can see, the waterfall comes from over there and it wraps down through here, and there's a bunch of these pools, and right here there's a ton of salmon that are just sitting in this current waiting to run up farther up. Pretty cool stuff. We're gonna head out. Bro, there's a giant black one. We gotta pack up the tents and go to Seward.
Why is it spicy?
All right, we'll see you guys in Seward. Welcome to Seward.
Make like a tree and leave.
Well, Seward, Alaska has some of the most beautiful views in the entire state and some of the most unique fishing that there is in the entire state, which is going to be over here, and we're going to be heading out tonight at like 9 p.m. for the best fishing, hopefully. I'm just walking along the beach. This is salt water right here. As the bay comes in, this water goes up and down as the tide. As you can see, all of the seaweed is still wet because it got brushed in with the tide and it flows back out. Actually, I think I'm wrong. Look at this. This is connected to the ground, and all this seaweed is usually underwater, and apparently they can live out of water for half the day. Look at this, isn't this kelp? As for the fishing here, it's really not fishing, it's actually harvesting. Everyone here is specifically coming to catch their food for dinner and only take their limit and go home to feed their families, which is what we're gonna be doing, and I'll show you guys the bait in a little bit. Look at that, it's like filled with air. These probably float when they're underwater. It's completely covered in oysters or clams or whatever these are. Right now the tide is going out, but we're gonna be going out 2 hours before the tide is going in because the water goes up and the fish come in too. And since the seaweed can't survive without the water, this is the water line where it goes up to when it's the highest tide. I think I'm mistaken. This might be the highest tide level. Look at this place. We're tossing these. 24-ounce jig head.
So a dip diver is basically like a bill on a crankbait?
Cents.
A piece?
Yes. We're catching one that big tomorrow. We got a halibut charter, not tomorrow, but in a couple days. As you can see behind me with low tide, the creek is barely trickling out here into the sea. We need this to be about 5 or 6 feet higher for the salmon to come up. We're gonna come back in an hour or two. We're gonna go grill some salmon for dinner.
What is that? You got a knife for this? Yeah, I got bones. That one has a pin bone. Got the salmon, it's perfectly cooked. Right from the Russian River.
This guy likes his salmon raw. No, mine's getting them out there.
How did no one bring it? You guys brought like can't count my salmon.
That actually looks good. Well, see that? That is what we're using for bait, which is not really bait. We're pretty much just hunting, not fishing, because we're going specifically to catch salmon for meat. And it's legal here in Seward to fish with weighted trebles in the saltwater, which is what literally thousands of people come here to do. But also, it's not really my type of fishing, so I'm probably only gonna get one. Water's gone up a good bit, a bunch of people here too. This is the Pacific Ocean, and they're all coming in right here. Just bomb the treble as far as we can.
I just broke off, so.
Yeah. There's a bunch of seals out there. There he is right there. What is that? Oh, it's a tiny cod. Water level went up even more. Some drunk guy was talking to us and he told us how to fish an illegal hatchery creek that we're gonna go visit right now. We're not actually gonna fish it, but we're gonna take a look. We made it. Look at them, there's tons right here.
Why are they so hard to
Look at them all.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the drunk guy wasn't lying. There is a ton of salmon right in front of us. Ton of them. Look at all that. That one's red. You see that? It just gets better and better. This is the hatchery right here. And down there's got to be 100 of them. There's a moose laying down over there. It's a moose. Yeah, it's a moose, female. There's mud flats down here. When the tide goes in or out, the salmon swim up into, and that's where the most of the popular fishing is here in Seward. If you guys know the YouTuber Mav, who's also from Minnesota, that's where he fished in his video, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna hit that tomorrow morning, so I'll see you guys then. Well, good morning, guys. Me and Seth are headed down to the mud flats to check out the unique deal that Seward has going on here. We've heard a lot of different conflicting reports on what the fish levels are. Some guy told us there's a school of 1,000 fish waiting to come up in the rivers, but they're just not going yet. So it's all about the timing, and we're not really on the best timing because nobody's catching fish out here. So we're probably just gonna go check it out for like 20 minutes, see what's going on, and enjoy this beautiful view on this rainy, wet morning. This water is crystal clear. I think we're here at the wrong time of the tide because there's only 3 dudes out here and there's not a lot of fish running up. Before we go, we're gonna test out the weighted trebles. And you know fishing's bad when nobody's catching fish on weighted trebles, so. The iconic Seward fishing here is literally just a weighted treble. Most guys use ones bigger than this. And then you take it about the rod of your, or the length of your rod, just a little bit longer, and then you swing, go across. Maybe you go a little bit longer than that. Swing, go across. And they literally just rip like this. It's pretty much fishing if you suck at fishing. I don't think there's any fish here. We're just out here because we have nothing else to do. Well, the reason why these mud flats get so dangerous, in about 10-15 minutes when the tide goes up, you can't see where land is anymore, and the deep spots are literally hidden. So you could just walk into a current undertowing thing. So we gotta get out of here.
We can vacuum it all up, bro. It's not that hard.
Well, this is all the different fish species we have in Alaska here. All these crabs and crustaceans. We're gonna hopefully be able to catch some yellow rockfish, some maybe some Pacific cod and salmon while we're out on the halibut charter on Wednesday. Dolly Varden, we were gonna be able to go for those. Kelp greeling, those are cool. Spiny dogfish, you can catch those from shore. Octopus, salmon shark, these guys are out there feeding on the salmon. You can actually catch them using salmon as bait. The tanner crabs, king crab, that would be so awesome to go for. Lingcod. And then this is what the main deal is on Wednesday. We're at the Alaska Sea Life Center. We're gonna try to get in for free. We made it. Look at these guys. We might catch some of these on Wednesday. It's a tiger rockfish. We could catch one of these too. Sea urchin. You can eat sea urchin. You just eat the eggs inside called uni. So cool. Little puffins. Little puffin. There's a giant something down there. Black rockfish right there. Look at this boy. What up, dude? Bro, they're actually like, they would be the best pets. These are sea lions over here. These guys are giant. Holy, that one's huge, dude. Oh my gosh. That's like 15 feet long. Baby salmon right here. This is where they start off. Freshwater river, grow a little bit bigger, now about 5 inches. Then they get to this size. Look at that. Is this a brookie or a splake or something?
That's a brook trout. That's a coho right
this
there.
isn't no brookie.
Yeah, it is.
Look at that. That's like,
no, it's splake.
That's a splake. These are salmon here. This is another splake. And this is the end of the salmon cycle when they're at their prime. This is the chums. These are cohos, right? These are sockeyes. Yep. Crazy, they can turn from silver into this beautiful red and green. We might see a humpback whale on our charter too. This is Resurrection Bay. There's a seal or sea lion over there. This is for the Resurrection Bay runs. We are right here. The crab is huge. That's a king crab right there, bro. We're eating that. There's some flounder down there. A couple halibut and giant rockfish. This halibut swimming around, and when halibut are small, they actually swim upright normally like a regular fish, and then they eventually get older and they'll just go onto one side. Look at, and they get both eyes on one side of their head. If you guys know what a wolf eel is, some crazy looking fish, he's right in there. That's the size I'm going for. Absolutely giant. This is a massive lingcod.
Looking like directly at.
Pretty crazy. In just a couple days time, we have the opportunity to catch most of the fish in here. Dude, it's freaking gushing. Look at that. This waterfall gushes into this creek, which dumps down here into the Pacific Ocean, and fish will swim right in here. Woo! Sick black sand.
You had it, Arthur.
Everyone's out here in full hiking gear. Got Crocs on. The glacier's around the corner. Right behind me here is Exit Glacier. It moves approximately 3 inches every single day around that, and it's way up there in the mountains. It actually goes over the top, and it's blue, super condensed ice. And all of this down here is glacier melt. It's a bunch of silt, water, and other stuff mixed in. It flows down all the way into the ocean. Pretty cool spot. We're not actually gonna hike to the top of this glacier, but we are here to see it from this overlook. You can actually hike all the way to the top. Other people have done that, but we don't have the time. The year I was born, 20 years ago, is where the glacier was. Now it's went all the way up there, but it carved this path through the mountains here. We had a number of side quests, but we're actually headed to the river now. We gotta catch some fish. Dude, if we don't get on now, we're done for. We got bad news. We're back at the Russian River where we were before, and there's literally no fish pushing up. The water's high, the water's clear, but the fish just aren't coming up here. I don't know why. This fille's picked clean to the bone, and you know it's bad when there's not even any fillets flowing downriver. You would see a fillet every like 5 minutes yesterday. There's just so many fish right here. We're crossing a lot across the sanctuary right now. It's full of them.
I'm doing the cast method.
We've made it to where the Russian River meets the Kenai River, and all the fish sit in this sanctuary area where you're not allowed to fish. There's literally thousands of sockeye just sitting waiting to go up the Russian. Over there is the blue glacial water of the Kenai River versus the Russian River clear water, and on that border there's a ton of sockeye. Right there, the mighty Kenai. All the way down for a mile there's people 5 feet from each other. You know the fishing's bad when they've seen 3 fish caught in the last 3 hours, and all of these people are fishing here non-stop. We're venturing out of here. It's trash. No, next one. We're back at the Russian. There's randomly a bunch of guys hooked up. There's a ton of rainbow trout all the way up and down this bank. But I don't know which ones are trout and which ones are salmon. They come up in a school though. They're coming, dude. I see them. Well, Rob caught one more down there, so we do have some more meat, but there's a lot of fish running up in groups. As you can see, they're all about this size. There was one that was red, and someone hooked it upstream and broke them off, and I saw the red one freaking out downstream in front of me with the hook still in its mouth. So there's still a bunch of groups coming through. I'm gonna try to get one. My bait was going right past them, and I wasn't getting them in the mouth, but we'll see if we can get one. It's a mega push. Everybody's hooking up. Rob, get in there, bro.
I don't know my God.
Dude, cast anywhere. There's so many. Fish on. Oh, he's running towards me. There's a hole in the net. Well, a mega push just came through. I went over there. There's at least 15 fish right in front of me. Everybody was hooking up. And this is a, he's kind of turning colors. The longer these fish are in the river, the more colors they turn. So this guy's probably been in here at least a week, maybe 2 weeks. As you can see, he's turning a little bit pink, not really too much colors on him. Somebody else is hooked up over there. I gotta get back in on the action. As you can see, his green head, he's also turning a little bit of a green color. So fact of the matter is, everyone's dialed right now. There's a massive school of like 20-30 fish that are sitting right behind the rock on the border that we can't fish past, and all those fish pushed up right there. 2 guys hooked up. I went over there, I hooked up, another guy hooked up, and another guy hooked up upstream. It was crazy, the whole thing up, and now they're sitting right down there, so we gotta wait for them to push up again. But everybody's locked in. We met all the other guys, so it's pretty much just a line of, we all know each other right here, and we're all smashing. So just gotta boil it enough. We're gonna cook up some dinner. I got a chicken fajita bowl. What do you got? Oh, my bad. He's got chili mac with beef. We have an unlimited supply of water with the river here. You just have to boil it long enough to get rid of all the bacteria in it. So this should be about done. Looks pretty good. Right now we're just waiting for the fish to come up in a big school. That guy's on lookout. He's gonna let us all know when they come up.
Gosh, it's freaking tall.
Take a look at the meat.
Beautiful fillet right there.
So the salmon get this color on their meat from their diet in the ocean. They eat krill, which is like basically little shrimp, and that gives their meat like this special color.
And they're pretty much using all of their time in the ocean just feeding on krill and bait fish, just munching, 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 and then they save up all that energy for this run that they do up on the river. The entire ecosystem here lives off of the salmon. The dolly varden and trout eat the eggs, the seagulls eat the meat, and the bears eat the whole fish. Seth got one in the mouth. It's running all the way downstream though. There we go.
This is Jason's salmon right here, and this is mine. We just caught these throwing Russian River flies.
Let's flame up.
No, you just gotta go nice and slow, but you wanna get all
That's a
the...
female.
Eat those guys. What?
Like butter. We're all downing a piece of salmon meat right now,
Give me a
raw.
little sashimi.
Bro, it's so good raw.
We're trying sashimi.
No, I got, well,
No, I know you did. It doesn't taste fishy at all, though.
It's not good, but
Yeah.
it's not bad.
It just tastes like raw sashimi.
Yeah.
Some soy sauce and sesame seeds, that wouldn't be bad. This is cooked, bro. Fishing for seagulls. Rob sat on the $300 new pair of glasses. Luckily, I paid 40 bucks extra for a warranty so I can get a new one when I get back. Popped a stick straight through the waders.
Yeah, you hyped up the bears. Look at that, bro.
Dump it. Let's see it.
You probably want to get more rice like Gwen.
Back at Gwen's Lodge. Same spot we camped in last year's Alaska video.
Behind you, you don't want scooters getting on.
Is it good? It's not that bad.
Oh, it's a nice bag there.
All I know is that you got that bed over there. Little life hack: when you're out of water, find the clean fresh water coming out of these pipes out of the mountains. This is drinkable water. I'm just gonna use a life straw to filter it out of my water bottle afterwards. I'm 90% sure this is completely safe to drink, but I'm gonna life straw just to be safe. Just went down to the market, picked up some wader repair glue to fix up my waders, and as you can see, the lodge is pretty empty right now. Everybody must be at the river, but we're gonna go cook up dinner. Right in there, yeah. It's gonna be gas.
Just slide this off.
Some butter in there.
Yeah, I would move it.
Veggies are done. I'm gonna put some sweet and sour sauce on this and wrap it back up. This is hot. It smells delicious.
Bend that back.
Oh, fumbled.
The salmon belly tastes exactly like chicken. It has a nice fatty, tender taste.
Nature's potato chip, the skin of the salmon.
Let me try some.
It tastes like a salmony potato chip. It's not.
It's alright.
That's
Fine.
It's not bad.
100% on. Take that shit off. Dude, the char from the fire
Yeah,
is gonna be gas.
it's perfect. Cut this guy today. It's 11 p.m. now. We've got a super early morning ahead of us. We're waking up at 3 a.m. to go back to the river, and hopefully the salmon are gonna be going up like crazy. At least that's what we've heard. So I'll see you guys then. Well, good morning. I'm gonna go fishing right now. Seth and Cody woke up super early at like 4 a.m. to go down to fish the river, and they fished it for like 2 hours or something. Couldn't catch jack. Me and Rob slept in, and now while they're all packing up, I'm gonna go across the street from Gwen's Lodge and hopefully catch some dollies with the jerkbait. What's up? Are the dollies here?
Yeah, there is.
Well, I came down here for a species called Dolly Varden, which is a trout species that feeds on salmon eggs and the salmon meat when people are filleting. Like the boys who were just down here filleting their pieces, they could be hanging out right behind it, and they've caught a few like 4-pounders right here before. So I came down here to throw the jerkbait. There's no fish around though, so we're gonna head to a different spot. Right now we're side of the road exploring on our way to Homer. It looks dirty.
You seen salmon in here before?
Yeah. It's not even worth a dangle. Lunchtime. We just dropped the boys off at a different spot to go look for salmon, and I'm headed to a different spot just a little ways away to go see if I can find some razor clams in the mud. All right, well, let's check this out. Alone in bear territory right now, gotta stay on the lookout. Well, down there is where I gotta go. I'm down on the beach here. There's people tent camping over there and over there, so we'll see if there's any clams left with this tide coming up. Pretty sick. So on a lot of the beaches, especially this beach with the Pacific Ocean right here, there's razor clams, there's butter clams, and like smoked clams, or there's something else. There's a bunch of different types of clams. Alaska actually has 22 different species of clams, but you gotta be looking for the holes, and then you dig down anywhere from like 6 to 10 inches is where the razor clams would be. A lot of people have tools and stuff for them, but I just got my hands, so maybe I can get lucky. Look at this. This is a shell of a razor clam. Wow, just as I'm standing here, this tide is coming up really fast. Look at this. Razor clams are the most popularly harvested clams here in Alaska, as well as butter clams. If you guys have seen the Outdoor Boys video, he went out on some remote beaches and went clamming. But I was hoping I could find some of these. Look at this. This tide is going up so fast. That is crazy. Oh, what is that? This is a different type of clam. I don't know what kind. That might be, I don't know. It's a different type of clam though. Here's another shell of a razor clam. They are on this beach. This one looks really old, but a razor clam hole will look pretty much just like that. If you see this right there, let's dig down. It might be a clam. Oh, oh, oh my gosh, I got one. We got one. Razor clam. We actually got one. First razor clam. Let's go. We still have a chance. We can find some more. It was just a little dot sticking out. I'm losing time fast though. I gotta look. Well, I just looked it up and apparently razor clams are out of season. Even though there's thousands of them all the way across this beach, I cannot keep any. So we're gonna put this guy back. I'm gonna go see what the other boys are up to.
This is the living conditions, Becky.
We got another Airbnb tonight. We got an outhouse. Is this an actual shower here? Oh no. E-scooters. Yo.
There's no bathroom.
It's a fake fireplace, bro. It's not even on. All four of us got to pay $40 each tonight for this. We're in like a little Airbnb village, but we got a hot tub, so that is gonna be awesome. And then we have the charter at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. This is one chopped cheese looking bathroom, bro.
They said if you make another hole, we're leaving.
There's two seals just chilling right in the middle of this place. You see them? There's a school of them right there. Fish on. Giant. Oh man. Action is on. We gotta get rigged up.
Yeah, buddy.
There we go. Oh.
Want a dad?
Sure. If you wouldn't mind, that'd be great. There we go. Thanks.
Can't believe your luck. You stepped up and you're.
I know, yeah, that was the first school that came through.
I've been fishing for hours. Yo, he hit that.
Yeah, I watched my line take off and then. That's a sockeye, first group that came through. These fish come into this little area and I was just watching my line shot off, set the hook, fish on. Didn't take long at all. Well, everyone's saying it's super rare to catch a sockeye here. All these schools are mostly just king salmon, a lot of small ones. Seth's on another one and there's some giants in there too. Me and Seth are like the only ones here who know what we're doing. Everybody else is just like whapping their fly rods. The sockeye turned blue. No one knows. Oh! He's just jumping like crazy. He must have been hooked before. Look at that, he's freaking out. And the reason we're heading over to the other spot right now is that we got word that Cody caught a big old king. So there's a lot of fish coming through right now. I think with this tide going down, a lot of these fish are gonna be swimming out. Yeah, they're all exiting this place. I already caught mine. This little inlet behind me that they're swimming from the ocean into, in about 5-10 minutes, all these fish in this lake are gonna be trapped in here. Holy, there's a ton of fish over here. They're actually swimming in, not out. They're swimming out, there's fish coming out right now. Yeah. Bald eagle and golden eagle, they're gonna grab my fish. What, giant?
Get down there, boy. Get down there, boy. Watch out, watch out.
Giant king? Here they come, they're coming upstream. Tons of them. Tons of them coming upstream. Giant king right there. Huge king right here, bro.
Got a nice sockeye right here, and then I got a nice little king.
Well, Seth's gonna fillet all these fish up. We're gonna have a lot of meat to fill the cooler with, plus tomorrow's meat from the charter. Look at that. All the water's down. Look at this, the water goes way up there. Well, some of the fish can still get up, but it's a lot harder now. We're gonna dip out. Look at this guy.
When will they be stacked at the river?
We just ran into a guy and talked with him. He's buddies with Luke Nichols from Outdoor Boys. Got the goods, Pringles, Uncrustables for the charter tomorrow. Boneless chicken bites. Well, I finished off the nuggets, so I'm pretty much out of food. So we're gonna go ahead and cook up some of the king salmon that we caught today.
Never had an ocean king though.
Oh no, it tastes pretty similar to sake. We're watching Outdoor Boys clamming videos before we go to bed, and we got a charter at 6 a.m. so
We'll see you guys in the morning.
all right, well, it's early morning. We're all packing up the car right now. We got to go to Homer Marina to go meet Captain Eric from Maverick Charters, who's going to take us out for big halibut, rockfish, cod. We'll see what we can catch. It's going to be an awesome time. Wait, I told all you guys. This is the rig.
We probably drive about 2 hours out.
The iconic Homer Marina. We're driving 2 hours, 45 miles out onto the ocean, and the weather's perfect. There's an otter right there. Look at him, mama and a baby. There's a sea lion on the island, right there. These are called shrimp flies.
We call them shrimp flies. You're allowed 2 hooks in Alaska, 2 hooks per line.
134 feet.
Yeah, there's a rock pile that we're gonna drive over, so it should come up to about 100.
We're gonna stop and catch some rockfish quick. We're using these little shrimp jigs is what they call them. There's 2 of them on each rig, and we just drop them down the bottom with some herring on them, and they come over and smoke them apparently. Are these saltwater herring?
Yep.
Different than, okay. So that's a half pound. Half pound weight.
Got a half pounder right here.
Just on there. Dropping down 150 feet. Oh, Rob's is big, bro.
That's a nice size one.
Rob's got a giant. Oh, I'm on.
Get him.
He took it, bro. Oh yeah. Oh, we're cranking now. Bro, I'm cranking faster than you. That's all I know.
Definitely.
Oh, you got an orange one.
What you got?
I got
baby, you 2, bro. You got a 2. Baby yellow eye.
got 2.
That's a nice one.
There's their diet. What is in their diet? Alloy?
Needlefish, capeling.
Gotcha. This is air bladder.
That's
Look at
his
that
stomach.
thing. His stomach.
The air bladder pushes the stomach out their mouth.
Gotcha.
Juvenile yellow eye, beautiful little fish. So they lose their stripes as they get older. Gotta go back. We're gonna put them down with a deep water release. So this little hook goes right through his jaw. We're gonna drop him all the way back to the bottom, then yank up, and he's gonna go be
Back
just
happy.
fine.
Yeah. That's a sweet looking fish. The yellow
They're
colors,
sweet.
yellow spots.
They got no spines on them. You don't have to worry about them.
Well, right below us is a ton of rockfish. This is a black one, a pretty decent one. It's probably, I don't know, 5 pounds. Seth got one, I got one. Eric got one, we're all dialed. Beautiful fish, great eating. Let's catch some more. That's a fish, there we go.
That's a fish.
I think I got 2 on, mine's freaking heavy. Yeah, double up with myself.
Double! So one's a black and one's a dusky, so that's a dusky.
That's cool.
Yep.
Just a little bit browner.
Yep.
Very similar looking, but they're 2 different species.
Yep.
Is this a black one too?
That's another black.
Is it a keeper?
Yep.
What is this right here?
It looks like a half-digested needlefish or capeling. Candlefish, still got some scales on them.
Match the hatch.
Yep.
Fish on. Little flounder.
You can tell they got little tiny mouths on them.
Both eyes on one side of the head.
Yep.
Nice one on. I think we have 2 on right now with the double rig, but I'm not sure.
Heavy? Oh yeah, I see him. Yep, you got 2.
There's 2.
We'll have to release one, right?
Yep. Yep. We have to release one because every 33 feet is a different atmosphere of pressure. We're fishing 150 feet.
Yeah, nice one. So this is a bladder right here.
It's his stomach.
It comes up because he's in such deep of water that it like messes with it.
Barrel trauma. Limit a rockfish in like 15 minutes, 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Gonna have a bunch of meat. Rockfish are a delicious white flaky meat. It's gonna be amazing for the dinner table. We're gonna pack these fish up in some coolers tonight and bring them home tomorrow morning on our flight. It's time to go catch halibut. Right there's bullwhip kelp. It's a kind of seaweed that's long like a whip, and you can cut off slices and eat them like a cucumber.
12-aught circle hook, 250-pound mono, 2-pound lead weight.
2 pounds.
Using whole herring for bait. Up through the mouth, out behind the head.
Yeah.
Spine's been removed, so when they get in the water, They swim.
Even if you don't catch fish, this view is just like too good.
Next level, yeah. There's Elizabeth Island here. That's Pearl Island. This is Chrome Bay over here. The reason it's called Chrome Bay is because there used to be chromium mines there. They shut the chromium mines down after World War II because they needed a stockpile of chromium for all the war efforts. Because you need chromium to make stainless steel. Straight back there is the most haunted place in Alaska.
Really?
That's Port Chatham. Everyone left because people were just disappearing.
Seriously?
Yep. Even the natives said that there was something mysterious about there. That's why they didn't have a community back there, because it's a nice little cove.
Big old reel. It's gonna take a while to hoist these fish up from bottom. This is a massive bait we're using for these halibut. We're not at a spot with a bunch of small ones. There's only a few fish here and they're all big. We're in about 120 feet of water now.
We're fishing about 130 feet right now. We're sitting on top of a big pinnacle. So it's like 400 feet behind us, 400 feet on that side, but it's just big rocky pinnacle. So we're gonna drop down and see if we can get these fish to come to us.
It'll be a first halibut for any of us. Sea otter right there.
Wait till it goes all
Oh, go, 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 go.
Take it out of the hole there.
Should we bring the rod up?
Giant. Rob's on a giant halibut.
Get the rod up, get the rod up. Get the rod up. Keep reeling, reel.
Keep tight, keep tight. Keep the rod bent.
That's just her shaking her head up and down.
That's it.
I say her because males only get 50 pounds.
Really?
Oh. Yeah, look at that weight. Oh, this guy, bro.
Nice and easy, nice and easy. Slow on the way up. Just
Oh,
pull and
she's
drag.
pulling drag.
Whipping drag.
Oh. Wait for it to take it.
Oh,
Wait.
Reel.
Crank. Are you on?
No, it's not on. It's not on.
You're not on. Drop it back.
Color.
Gotta crank down.
Oh,
Oh.
barely hooked. Nice.
Holy.
fish. There we go. They're right over there.
That thing looks
It's about 45 pounds.
Look at both eyes on the same side of the head.
So you can see the big
Look at the teeth in there. See his pattern? He's blending it with the sand on the bottom. It looks huge on you, dude. There's another fish down there. Cody's on.
You just put it on your hip.
Here he comes. Oh my gosh, it's a giant. Oh wait, never mind. It's a really good fish though. It looked massive for a second. There we go. It's on. It wasn't fighting though, it's just coming up.
How do you know it's fish? Did you catch it?
Yeah. What the heck is that?
That thing looks so weird. Any like descendants to a
Holy
goatee?
crap, look at that.
I don't. That's all the water in his stomach.
It's all water in his stomach. It's full of water. This is an Irish lord apparently. I've never seen one of these things before. He's like pulling up a 5-gallon bucket though. His mouth is wide open on the way up. Thing's crazy looking. Full of spines. Oh, he's got leeches all over his gill plate too. Okay, you don't eat these guys, right? You can throw them back. She's on all of them.
Oh, Robbie.
Oh, yep. Here you go.
On?
Yep, I got it.
Big. Doubled up. Cody's gonna sell this thing. Yeah, we got him! Sweet.
This is big.
I think so. I think it's bigger. I know.
It's pretty big. It's pretty freaking big. Biggest one yet.
No, I mean, oh yeah, it is big.
Yeah.
They're all pretty similar though.
It's on. We're good.
He's on.
Yeah. Oh.
There we go, boys. Nice fish. Still not small, but he's smaller than the other ones.
First halibut, there we go. The smallest one, of course. Waited the longest to catch him too, but still an awesome fight, awesome fish. Thanks to Maverick Charters. And yeah, let's get some more. There we go, we've all got on halibut now. I'm gonna eat these Pringles and we're gonna stay at this spot for halibut, hopefully catch a couple more, and then we might have to do another spot for some cod, which will be interesting. Pacific cod, another really good eating fish. Sit up here and control the boat, look at this.
Fluctuate as wildly as in temperature.
We're headed to a new spot for halibut. There's a tide coming through and it's gripping crazy, and it finally made its way over to us, so now we gotta head to a new spot for halibut. The carp would love this. Fried halibut.
Thank you. This is from the little fry shack that's right in front of our office.
Crank them all up. We're looking along the rocks here. Apparently there's mountain goats that you can see along the shoreline. If you were to use this for pike and lake trout ice fishing, you would get smashed. Set it up on a tip up, it's game over. We're at another spot for halibut. We're gonna get our limit. This is a bucket of chum. We dump this net in, it goes down there with all the extra scents and stuff, and it calls the fish in.
All the goodness.
Scents going in. He's gonna smash it. On the jig.
Oh, the jig is sick because you get to feel it.
That's sick. Oh, look at the colors on that. That's even cooler than the other one.
Looks like a brown shrimp.
Kind of. This is a kelp greenling.
Wow, it's really pretty.
They're really neat, and they're one of the cool things about them. They're one of the only fish with eyebrows.
No way.
What?
The males have blue spots. This is a female.
Oh, your rod.
Yep.
Look at that. There's fish here for sure. That's guaranteed. That ain't, it's like probably a kelp. It's probably a greedling. Yeah?
Got robbed.
Yeah. Wow. Pretty fish. Throwing a little paddle tail. Gonna catch a kelp greenling.
Let's just drive.
I just got smoked, bro. On the way down. There we go. Got him. Oh, I lost him. He ate it again. He ate it again, bro.
This is done.
On the jig. That's sick.
So sick. Oh my gosh. How is that still on, bro?
Why is Rob?
You pulled the hook
Oh, we're
out
doubled.
of it, bro.
How is Rob gathering?
He wrapped the hook around.
Okay, take your time. Yeah, Rob actually pulled it. There we go. Second one. This one was on the jig. He smashed the paddle tail 3 times, missed it the first 2 times, and then I hooked him on the third. And Eric's on one right now. Another halibut on the jig, and Seth is jigging the other one. Let's go. This is an awesome time. Both eyes on one side of the head. Obviously this side faces up, blends in with the sand, and the other side is the bottom side.
We don't know if it's a halibut yet, but we're pretty sure it's a halibut. Cody's on right now. Oh, it's a giant cod or something.
Oh, it is a cod.
That's a cod.
Yeah, see?
Oh.
See, that was good, bro.
Are we gaffing or?
Fucking sick.
That's a big misconception with catfish.
Nice cod.
Pretty cod.
Pacific Great cod. Like 10 pounder.
Good eater. We're cooking up in the airport.
Slurped it right in.
Nice.
Nice fish.
What do you gotta say, Robbie?
Oh,
Jace just got smoked.
Oh, oh.
Jace has it.
I got one?
You got him.
I do. There we go. No, it's tiny. He went for it, just got hooked on the outside because he's so
He's trying
small.
to bite the head.
Cody's on.
You know what there, man? We're diving that run. We got color, we got color.
Color.
Yeah, Cody's got a second. We got a rod, they're going.
Halibut on. Oh, yeah.
Last one, Jace.
Way better fighter than that freaking reel. Oh, it's freaking big, bro. Holy crap. Yeah,
Crank it on.
it's big, bro.
You think?
Holy crap. Holy crap. Oh my gosh, the drag isn't going. The drag isn't going. Oh, I just loosened it. There we go.
This one's big. This one's big.
Maybe.
Dude, the drag was locked. Like he started diving and I couldn't do anything. Oh, holy crap.
It's huge. It's huge.
There we go. Pulling up a full blanket right now.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge.
Oh,
Not ready yet.
gosh.
But that's octopus.
Holy, dude, he's taking up. Look at this. I am filming. I got the chest mount on. He just took all my progress.
So that white stuff that we were seeing, that was an octopus tentacle that it puked up during this fight.
If you didn't get off on that run, I think you're
Finished the
Got him.
Oh, he's good.
Look at the size of this thing, 75 pounds. Well, this is the biggest fish of my life, 75-pound halibut. A crazy fight on that. He pretty much tore all of my progress away when he made that big run. But as you can see, the size of the mouth on this thing, it was puking up an octopus tentacle. So, gosh, it's so heavy.
You guys say you usually catch a 70-pounder like every... No, really? This is rare? First time?
What an absolute epic fish, the epic fight. That was just an awesome experience. Big thanks to Eric from Maverick Charters for taking us out and catching us one of the most memorable fish of my life. Right now we're gonna head to a different spot to catch some Pacific cod and keep a bunch of those. We have our halibut limit. That was the very last halibut that we could have caught, and it was an absolute giant. Just to think that they get 4 times the size of that is absolutely insane. Out in remote Alaska, off the coast of this massive cliffside, covered in vegetation, about to jig up some Pacific cod. There's a mama and a baby mountain goat way up there on the cliff. There's even more than we thought. They're all along the cliffside. We got first mate Seth putting up the bait. There we go. Cod on. Is this like an only cod spot?
Typically, you might get some halibut here too, but they'll be smaller ones.
Quadruple up, come on. Color. Oh, I got a flounder too.
You got 2 flounders.
What the heck?
Big old ones.
Double up flounders.
Double up on flounders.
Flounder, just like a halibut. Oh, they feel a little bit different. They got like a rougher scale, especially on the head.
Rougher. Micro scales.
Cool fish. We're running the same double shrimp rig we did for the rockfish. Oh, I'm on.
We got a halibut and a flounder.
Oh.
That's a halibut.
Yeah, that's a halibut for sure.
There he is, fish on.
Oh, that's very helpful actually. Tiny halibut. There's a puffin over there.
Nice.
Oh yeah. There's one. Got him. Got him. There we go. No. Oh, is that a cod?
Yeah, it's a cod.
Let's go.
It's a big cod.
Well, this is the last species I was hoping to catch. This is a Pacific cod, and a pretty big one. They actually get a lot bigger than this, but you can see he's got some micro teeth. They're down there feeding with the halibut and the flounder, and I finally got one. He's on, he's about to be on. I've got a fish in the hand.
Flounder!
Crazy. Double cod, bro.
Double cod. Yeah.
What do you have to say, bro? Absolute smash fest.
This is what we do in Alaska.
Maverick Charters.
Maverick Charters.
Look at this. Hundreds of pounds of meat. Absolutely nothing compared to a commercial fishing boat though. That's all sea lice right there.
Ready, 1, 2, 3.
Headed back to the harbor. See the barbel on the chin? Cod have that for sensing around on the bottom while hunting for food. That was an awesome time with Maverick Charters. We just got our fish packaged. They have a company they work with where they just pretty much give you the fish off the boat and they'll package it, they'll freeze it for you, and they'll box it up for you. It's really easy. We have a serious amount of meat.
Let me lock in and see talk.
Maverick Charters right here. Homer Marina. I think in a little bit we're gonna go back to this marina and we're gonna check out, there's a bunch of boats from the Deadliest Catch show, if you guys ever watched that. All right, well, we're headed out, but that was an absolutely epic time with Maverick Charters there. If you guys do want to book them, I have their links for the TripAdvisor and everything linked in the description. So you guys, if you're planning a trip up here to Homer, Alaska, or anywhere nearby, you can come here and they're gonna get you on some epic adventures. That was a really fun time, so we're headed out of here. Just finished that Homer fish processing, super smooth, easy. We have 174 pounds of fish. I also looked at the prices for halibut. It's $30 a pound right now, and my fish was 75 pounds, meaning the cost for that theoretically in the store would be $2,250 just for that one fish. Time to go crazy with these meal deals. $6 for all this. Well, there are some absolutely massive ships here, but I don't recognize any of these from the show. And the main ones that I was looking for aren't here right now, but these are some giant ships, I'll tell you that. A lot of these are old rusty boats. Look at this. Not in the best condition, but I think they are used for crabbing. They must throw the crabs in here, they slide down into something else right here, but it doesn't look like it's in use. Look at that. This is a netting boat, probably gill netting for salmon and who knows what else. And you can see how the tide is going down, and this is the level that it comes up to. This is that same seaweed I found in Seward. Look at this. You never know where any of this driftwood came from. We're really close to Russia, being here in Alaska, and there's a whole lot of it that's washed up in the bay here, so this could be from anywhere on Earth. If you ever watched Ace videos, he did a Hawaii survival video, and there's little oysters. You can eat these actually. Pretty cool little food if you're dying and you need food along the rocks here. But this is the end of this 5-day epic trip here on the Last Frontier, Alaska. What an awesome day. I want to give a big thanks to Maverick Charters for taking us out and having this remarkable day. Really made the trip memorable. If you guys want to check them out, their link is in the description below. Get yourself on an epic fishing trip. Hope you guys enjoyed this video way up here in Alaska. 5 days, salmon fishing, camping, hiking. It was an awesome adventure. So if you guys did enjoy, please drop a like below, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.